I have no idea whether I'm all set, but we will try. I'm not, as with directions, I'm not computer averse.
You're amazing. I just want to make sure. I know you just got on that. Make sure that you've got. Perfect. All right. Good evening, everybody. It's Michelle Poe here with a very special guest tonight. Here at LifeVantage, we are so blessed and fortunate to be a company that is out to improve you in any and every way possible. And we are so fortunate to have a new study on our fat burn product that Dr. Sveta Silverman is going to speak with us about tonight and teach us. But I just want to first welcome all of you to this call, to this Zoom. I know we've got people literally all over the country, up in Canada as well, and many other places. And those of you that are guests tonight, we just want to welcome you to this information. We want to welcome you to this community. It's an incredible place of love and light and just support. And that's what we're here tonight to do, is just to fill you up with some incredible information, let you know that we are also going to be starting tonight a Facebook group that is going to be there to support this incredible journey as well. So thank you again for being here. And Sveta, I'm going to introduce you quick. Dr. Sveta Silverman is a gift. She's an absolute gift. For those of you that are out there that know her, please put in the chat of how beautiful she is to each and every one of us. Her mission on this planet is just to help people get healthier, to learn more about themselves, and just live their best life in every way. You'll be able to hear this tonight. So Dr. Sveta, I'm going to go through this quickly, but I just want you to know the power of it. She's like, yes. So she's very humble. For those of you out there that do know her, she doesn't like to hear a lot about herself, but I just want to tell you, she in Russia was a children's, what was it? A surgical, a pediatric surgeon.
We're done. Okay,
no, we're not.
Thank you very much. Listen, hang on. This is good. Let's talk about fat burn.
A pediatric surgeon.
I'm going.
I muted her. Go on.
Oh, I love it, Sean.
Praise on Sveta.
She was a pediatric surgeon. Then she moved to Canada. In Canada, they did not recognize her being a doctor and a pediatric surgeon. So what did this incredible woman do? She went back. She says, I'm going and I'm going to take care of the world. I'm going to take care of people. I'm going back to school and I'm going to create and do. She is now a surgical pathologist, has been for many, many years. She specializes in breast cancer and she wants to help so many people in the world. She's very humble, like I said. If I could tell you how many publications she has, it's like a page long of publications. And one of those publications and posters as well was actually done with our flagship product. And it also had an incredible, she presented it, correct me if I'm wrong, Sveta, at Cambridge at the first ever NERF2 symposium. You guys, that is huge. I want you to understand who you are listening to tonight. Oh, second. Is that right? Second.
I think she attended the first one and then presented at the second because she's.
There we go. Thank you.
Those poses so confused.
That's right. I do remember the first one and then the second one you presented.
Listen. You done. However, because they made me a co-host. So now, guys, first and foremost, give absolutely huge hands to Pose Pro 10s. This is their first call. And guess where Sean Poe is? He's in Edmonton, hiding in the hotel because of the flights and stuff. So that amazing guy, working incredibly hard, getting to Pro 10 and taking his kids on an absolutely dream holiday. He flew to Canada. And, absolutely with that 12 plus hours itinerary. So my head goes to Pose. We love them. Don't we love the Pose? People, do we? Now, the thing is, Amy Grant, Pro 7, like here we go. Brooke, Pro 6. Is a Dinnerman, Pro 6, Angel Lotus, Pro 5. Who am I missing? Because there are some people not on my team, so I'm missing. And we obviously have on my team Pro 3s, but it doesn't matter. This is pose call, Pro 10 pose. How many Pro 10s are running it every week? How many Pro 10s are standing by us, by me? So anyway, let's talk about fat burn.
Yes, everybody, welcome again. We are going to be going over, and I just again want you to know she's being extremely humble, but that's because that's who the person that she is. And she is, those of you that know Dr. Sveta, she is always pouring into everybody and her brain is out there. So Dr. Sveta, please share with us this exciting new study in regards to fat burn, why it's important to all of us, and all the nitty gritty details, please. Love you.
If I can only share my presentation, yeah, I can.
Thank you.
Awesome. So here's the deal, guys. Again, why fat burn now? And because, no, hang on. Let me do the slideshow. And I just put it together on a fly. So the thing is, why fat burn? Per se, why fat burn? Again, guys, it's all about mitochondria. Everything, it's all about mitochondria. It's all about energy. So what does it mean, fat burn? As you see here, and the mitochondria. So we need to feed, for us to get energy, right? So if any of you is sluggish at 2 p.m., your mitochondria is not working right. Now, why mitochondria is not working right? Different reasons. Oxidative stress is one of them. Hello. And the others, there's not enough fuel. How do you fuel mitochondria? You actually, the highest yield of fueling mitochondria is fat or free fatty acids, fatty acids. So the thing is, some of us have a lot of fatty acids in a way of a white adipose tissue. That's where it is. The white adipose tissue is predominantly, it's right here. And in ladies, it's, oh, you know, we're in the ladies. So let's don't, but the thing is what Michelle said, she was running the call today. She said something that is called toffee. Toffee is not a candy, it may be, but toffee is thin on the outside, fat on the inside. That is called toffee. And that fat on the inside is hiding exactly in this abdominal area. And it is constricting the organs, not allowing the gut to function, and many, many other things. So the importance of this fat burn is now, white fat, the one that, you know, obese have, the overweight have, and most of us when we age have, has plenty of fatty acids, but when we cannot utilize them, they sit there not utilized into mitochondria. So what fat burn does, or some ingredients in fat burn that is called sinotrol, and that the studies on sinotrol. So what it does, it converts, per se, that white fat into intermediate, what is called beige fat. If you remember your kids don't need warm clothes. It's like, you know, now it's cold in Canada. We need winter clothes. Our kids will be running like in a light sweater or something. Or you remember your toddlers. They're always hot. They're always steaming. They're running because they have plenty of what is called brown fat. And brown fat has plenty of mitochondria that is utilizing that free fatty acid. So what fat burn and sinotrol in it, it allowed us to basically make an intermediary. I make a beige fat. And a beige fat is allowing that mitochondria to utilize that free fatty acid to feed the mitochondria. And that mitochondria is going to convert those free fatty acids that now are coming from that. That's how the fat is burned. So that white fat is converting into beige fat. then is burning the free fatty acids, and that's how we lose fat. But not only that's how we lose fat, but it also utilizes that for the energy. So it's like a beautiful dual functionality. You lose weight, but you also have a whole lot more energy. Make sense? And this is now we're going to go into a whole bunch of biochemistry. No, I'm just kidding. But see, that's the summary of this study. That sinotrol, it blocks few things, allowing to release free fatty acids into mitochondria, producing ATP, aka energy. And this is a pretty substantial. Now, we love that study. Why? Because this sinotrol is used in our fat burn. It's a human study. It's a double-blind placebo study done in 16 weeks. And it's done on normal overweight people. They were not on a special keto, vegan, Mediterranean diet. No, they were not on a calorie restricted diet. They were normal diet. They were living their normal lifestyle. They were encouraged to have some exercise in a way of walking, not even high cardiovascular or some exercise. And then the results were interesting, if I can put the slides. And the results showed that 5% of their body weight was lost. But those individuals were basically over 200 pounds or something. So 4 pounds of pure fat was lost, not the muscle. Because when we start getting on the diets, guess what goes? Muscle. Muscle goes, fat stays. But what this study does, or this product does, that's what I believe what it's doing. The fat burn is fueling your muscle, because the organ that contains one of the most mitochondria is your skeletal muscle. So you are losing proper weight, you're losing fat, gaining or preserving the muscle, hopefully exercising more. And that's the idea. And I don't convert, it's 181 calories. And yeah, it is. So that's fine. I don't do calories. I do weight, and I do centimeters, and I do inches. To me, that's more important. And we also, this study was obviously about sinotrol, but our product also has another ingredient, which is called sweetol, that comes from the green coffee bean, and it has nothing to do with caffeine, but it also has something to do with abdominal girth, with this thing and losing that fat. So those incredible posts, they jumped on the idea of us basically conducting our own study. And the thing is, it's like it's a win-win situation, because I'm accountable. I'm the first one to actually talk to Michelle and say, Michelle, I want to do 16 weeks. I want to replicate everything. And then she started, sort of going and creating all the parameters for our study. But not only this, I'm accountable for 4 months of fat burn. And I'm going to teach that to my team. 4 months of a fat burn applies to a lot of volume, applies to a lot of success for a lot of us. So I believe that I am done. And hang on, let me get out of here. And that's it.
So Sveta, real quick, what I'm hearing from that is you're not only going to lose that visceral fat, but the plus side is instead of losing muscle mass, the lean muscle is actually better. Is that correct?
It's going to be fed, absolutely, because you're providing the proper fuel. Now, whether you're going to build the muscle, that's another story. If you hit the gym, or if you hit a hiking trail, or if you hit a yoga studio, or any kind of consistent exercise,
Yep.
where you are basically pushing your muscle to get more, how do you grow your muscle? You exercise, and then you're fueling your muscle. So you're providing that fuel to your muscle. We'll see where we are. And per se, some of us, it's interesting, some of us may not lose the weight, but will lose inches.
Right.
Because we are going, and that's the whole, per se, one of the ideas, because this is health.
Love that. And muscle weighs more than fat. So if you're losing fat but gaining muscle, you can still lose pounds.
That's exactly, and my take is, we need to lose fat.
Yes.
But we need to preserve and gain muscle. Muscle is health. And the more we start converting white fat into beige fat or even brown fat, absolutely, because that white fat and all this goodness, all these free fatty acids that we can utilize for fuel, we're not utilizing. They're just sitting there and collecting toxins.
Right. So one last question for me.
When would I get home from Edmonton? Sorry, next question.
Amy was asking, what happens if you activate fat burn AM and PM with this current dosing that we have?
I honestly have no idea. This is the question for research and development. This may be the question to Christina Beer and stuff.
I did see a training that the company did, and they did say if you do take more, yes, you can, and they do see even better results. I don't know that I would do it AM and PM. I'd probably do it. They had mentioned like AM and lunchtime or whatnot. So that's just a little bit that I had learned, and I'll be sure to put that training, you guys, as well into the Facebook group that we've got. And we're all just going to, talk and share amongst each other. That's what's going to be beautiful about doing this together. Were you going to say something else, Sveta?
But you know what I think, thanks, Michelle. But what I was thinking, when we exercise, right, when we do a workout, it's a good idea to have a protein meal about 30 minutes after the workout or something like that. So my take is, why don't maybe some of us, including me, it's like I like to take collagen peptides after workout. But why don't per se, let's say I will do my meal after the workout and then I will do fat burn. So then again, I'm releasing more fuel for mitochondria to feed my muscle.
And Sveta, can I ask you one more question, because we do have several guests on tonight?
Yes.
With our company here at LifeVantage, we have so many important products that you need to have in your body, like non-negotiables. Can you just share really quick, people that are on their health journey? Some of them are just starting it tonight and they're committing tonight. And we'll get more information for you all, but another add-on to fat burn. And there are different packs and specials that are out there, but I just want to make sure that you guys are aware what is really, really important for your journey as well.
Thank you. This is such an awesome question, Michelle. And guys, no, I'm not going to promote the products per se for you, not because now my opportunity is to stick products into you. No, everything what I say has to make sense for me from a cellular metabolism. Mm-hmm. So the foundation of LifeVantage is an NRF2 protandem. Whatever you're going to stick into your cells, if you cannot move the garbage out of the cells, is not going to work. Especially in light of toxins and fat. I just told you, some of us don't lose weight because the toxins sit in white adipose tissue, and that is resistant. So as soon as we get ourselves on NRF2 pretandem, what happens is we open the gates for the toxins to come out. When the toxins are coming out, how many of us noticed that we lost weight? Absolutely without no reason, with no nothing, the weight went off because we released fat cells and they started to burn because the toxicity went down. So the foundation. Number two, we're feeding mitochondria. We're allowing the fuel of mitochondria. Why not to utilize NRF1 pretandem? Because they're a mitochondrial booster. That's an NRF1 activator. So you providing the fuel for all this chain to give you energy. Now, if you're already doing fat burn and you're starting to work on your muscles and everything and skin, hello, collagen peptides. And if I'm talking, listen, I don't know whether you'll find a better advocate for omegas than me. We underestimate LifeVantage omegas. Guys, we have one of the best, omegas, one of the best essential fats, because how clean it is, because of the composition. Our omegas are amazing. You pose can talk about Axio, because now if you go work out, make it worth, stay hydrated and add something that helps you not only to maintain that mental capacity, but also helps you in the gym or on your hiking trail or your walking trail or doing your hot yoga or cold yoga or something like that. So every product in LifeVantage, it's not because I want to sell it. I will have an absolute metabolic cellular health explanation why. And it's been many, many years for me to be off fat burn, or it was called metabolic enhancer. But that study opened big eyes for me. That's number one. And number two, let me sort of, brag a little bit. In the last year, I lost 6% of my body fat. And that is what working out and eating right. And obviously staying on the products, that's beside the point. But that is exactly why I want fat burn in my body. Because on top of per se what I do, I want extra and see how my cells and my body weight and stuff. Because I'll tell you, guys and girls, you hit something that is called menopause or menopause. There's a menopause for ladies and there is menopause for guys. Don't kid yourself, you get it. Whether you like it or not, your weight is going up and you have no idea what's going on. You eat cardboard and you're getting fatter. Why? That's your metabolism. And that's how we start boosting metabolism. Adding LifeVantage and lifestyle, and let's say now fat burn, that's why we need it. We're converting that fat.
Incredible, Dr. Sveta. Thank you so much. Can we give Sveta a round of applause? Truly.
Can we give Pose a round of applause?
And she's just, no. This is not about us, but we are just so grateful for you because the things that we do here at LifeVantage, it's science, right? It's important for your body and the reasons and the why behind it, which is so powerful. And Sveta, you do look absolutely incredible. And we do have we want to respect time here, you guys, tonight. We have a few people that didn't know that this study was coming out and actually started their own, a few of them just started their own team. We're going to do this. We're going to get healthy going into the holidays. Who doesn't right? We're not going to gain during the holidays. We're going to stay healthy. We're going to stay alive. We're going to stay fit, and we're going to stay motivated. So I'm going to bring on real quick, and we're going to make this quick, like I said, but Tanya Sheldon, if you can just share what you guys did, what results you have seen, and then we'll launch into what we're going to be doing next. Thank you.
Yeah, call me Yoda. It's like I knew that Fat Burn was being relaunched.
I
and
know. I'm like, how did she know?
I know, it's so fun. So yeah, my team and I, for the month of October, we committed to using collagen, Nerf2, and we incorporated the Fat Burn. And I have not ever really consistently used a Fat Burn. I just kind of like, it was like a side product for me that I never gave much notice to. And I consistently used it for the month of October. I probably stuck to at least 30 minutes of activity, at least 5 days a week. My eating really stayed about the same. And I lost at least 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch in my arms, my thighs, my booty, my waist, and yeah, I think that was it. And my chest. And that felt really good. So I am a believer, especially after the study. And then I've got a few other teammates that abided by that same routine for the month of October as well. So I'm going to have Brent and Liddell. Oh, and the one last thing I want to share, you guys, when Dr. Sveta talked about the menopause thing, I just have to say, like with collagen, I'm not like a super crazy good story, but also now with Fat Burn, I just have not dealt with any of the symptoms that I hear a lot of other people deal with when it comes, and I don't know what stage I'm in, all right, let's be real, but I haven't dealt with a lot of the same things that other people have dealt with. So I'm very grateful for that, for the collagen, for the Fat Burn now, and I feel like I have ample amounts of energy at the same time. So Liddell and Brent, share with us what your results were for October incorporating Fat Burn.
Sorry, we're in the car, so it's a little bit dark. Can you hear us okay?
We can hear you.
Okay, excellent. So we both did Fat Burn every day, and our lives are so busy right now with building the ranch and stuff. We didn't really get the traditional 30-minute workouts, but we did work out. We, building fence and all sorts of things that we do on a daily. And our lives are really busy. We haven't even made it home yet. But we both lost inches. If you added them all together, each like 1/2 an inch, 1/4 inch, all that, I lost 5, and so did he.
In different places.
In different
we
places.
both got 5 inches. So.
Love it.
But yeah.
And I really do think the collagen being part of it helped because we do the ultimate stack. So, I mean, we've been on a lot of the products to begin with, but when we added the Fat Burn and the collagen together, I think I honestly think that made a difference for me anyway. I don't have the science to back that up, but I think it really did make a difference. A lot more energy, and I'm going hard all day long. So.
Love it. Thanks for sharing, you guys. Love you. Laura Nowicki, are you here? And then Jen Dykstra, I'm going to go to you.
Yes, hello. So what I have to say is that adding the Fat Burn, one, it just decreased my hunger. I'm home all day and I tend to eat all day, but with the Fat Burn, I just wasn't hungry and almost full. And plus I did increase my, my liquids, watching my water, adding Axio, keeping track of, food choices. I also don't feel as bloated, which is awesome. And so hoping to update my measurements and see changes there, but for the most part, just decrease in my cravings and appetite and decrease bloating. Who doesn't want that?
Absolutely. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate it. And Jen Dykstra, share with us your story.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was excited to do the Healthy Habits Challenge, as we called it. And actually, my husband joined in with me, which was awesome. So we did commit to the 30 minutes of exercising, but sometimes it was just simply stretching or moving your body in some way, shape, or form. The water, I did increase my water, but we were on 2 vacations, or I was on 2 vacations. He was on 1. We continue to eat like we do when we're out in public and when we're like on vacation. So we didn't like not do the things that we enjoy. We also had some cocktails. So you red wine drinkers, yes, we had some cocktails and things like that as well. We're beer lovers. So even while doing that with the collagen, the NRF2, the fat burn, I lost over 5.5 inches. And my favorite was actually, it was interesting, Sveta, when you talked about one of them, I actually increased both my arms, but I was doing some weights. And so I know that for a fact, like they feel thinner, but I know that it was muscle. So thank you for that information, Sveta. And then my husband also lost 3.25 inches. And for me, when I look at him, it totally is in that midsection. And if anybody loves a good beer, we always know what that feels like. And so it was totally gone, less bloating. My gas went away. So more than just like the weight and all of those kinds of things, but I had like less of those things that nobody wants to be around. So it was awesome. And I ordered all of it and I will continue to take it because it made a huge difference for me.
So cool. Thanks, Michelle.
Incredible. And so Tanya, just real quick, that was all, what was the time frame of that you guys did again?
October 1st to the end of October.
You guys, all of those inches and just that experience that they all had within 30 days, 31 days, that's incredible. So as we go into, this Facebook group and whatnot, we're all going to be mimicking, like Dr. Sveta talked about. And Sveta, I need you really quick. We're going to be mimicking that study. And if you want to do more, right? But we're going to bring Brooke on one last second. But Dr. Sveta, before you get off, I want to make sure that I've got this study correct. So are you there, sister? Maybe I'll bring Brooke on. I'll text her again. I want to make sure that we've got all the exacts. I think it was like a 30-minute, eat kind of your things. Anyway, Brooke, I'll get Sveta. You there?
I'm right here.
Okay. Can you share in 1 minute or less? Brooke actually did this some time ago in regards to these products and share with us what happened with you and the time frame of that.
Yeah, so I started it probably 6 months after I had my 6th baby. So we had babies on top of babies on top of more babies. And then just the body changes with that. So when the physique system first came out, I was all in and did the 90-day challenge. So over the course of 90 days, I lost 56 pounds, and I'll have to look up the inches I did, but mimicking a lot of other people, there was a change in my taste buds. Like the sweets I didn't have a craving for that anymore. Up my water intake a little bit. I'm never thirsty. So forcing water down is actually a really big deal. And then just with being busy with kids, it was just activities with them, walking, playing in the backyard. I'd stretch in my living room, that kind of thing. I don't really, again, the thirsty thing, I never took our protein shake because we have a phenomenal protein. I just tend to eat my food. But outside of that, I don't know. I mean, I have to look up the inches, like I said again, but 56 pounds, it was in 90 days. It was just the consistency of it. And at that time we took 2 in the morning at 2 at night. So it was a little bit different time schedule with that, but consistency is really big key. I found when I was doing it after the 2nd and 3rd month is where I lost more of the pounds, and not so much the inch. I mean, I lost inches as well, but a lot of the pounds came off in that 2nd and 3rd month. So I'm excited for Fat Burn 2.0. I mean, just to try it all again and get rid of this baby 7 weight.
You are beautiful. What a story, right? Powerful, powerful story. And so we just talk about deciding and committing and just doing it. And I'm just so excited for all of us to get into that Facebook page tonight. So if you are a guest here tonight, please get back to the person that, invited you here and say, how do I get started? How do I get into this Facebook group? What do I need to do? Dr. Sveta, if you are there, just let me know and interrupt. But we're going to have directions in the page, what to do next. And we're going to have people that are going to be supporting you along the way, giving you ideas as far as exercise, as far as water intake, as far as food ideas. So share your journey. One of the most important things along the way is you being vulnerable and sharing and helping others. Because of your vulnerability, you are going to inspire others. So I just hope and pray that you will do that and share that. So tonight or tomorrow, if you haven't done it yet, take pictures. Is that fun? No. But is it worth it? Yes. I can tell you that Brooke absolutely says it's worth it. Do you have to share those pictures with us? No. You can put it into La La Land if you want. You can put it into the hidden pictures of your camera or your phone if you want. If you want to be extra vulnerable and share them out there to inspire others, post away. We would love it. We want to celebrate and go about it the whole different time. So, you know, get into a swimsuit, get into some swim trunks or, you know, some tight shorts, sports bra, tighter shorts, whatever, so that you can, you know, see the best and start visualizing yourself as to where you're going to be. We are stepping into our best self. So take a picture, front, side, back, side. And if you want to do others in different areas, getting close up, do it. Those of you here that have been on collagen, our pictures important. They are so important because you cannot go back in time. You are going to regret not taking these pictures, you guys. The people that are doing this are having results, and we are here to support you. So another thing tonight, and we'll again put this in the Facebook group. You guys, weigh yourself. Me personally, I don't like scales. I really don't. I think that people can get in their heads a lot on scales and whatnot, but have a baseline scale. Like go do your weight, and then we can check it at the 16-week mark. Or if you want to do it once a week or whatnot and celebrate and do those different things. I just don't want anybody to be bummed, because as you heard tonight, some people might not lose the weight right away, but they might lose the inches. And I've heard that over, like, oh my goodness gracious, my pants are fitting differently, right? But if you just obsess on the scale, that's why I don't love scales personally. Sorry if anybody out there loves them and coaches with them. It's just my type thing. So make sure that you do that. And then we're going to measure. And so I'm going to put those details into the Facebook group, and we're going to measure a few different areas. Sveta wants to keep it very simple, but there is also a sheet in there Tanya was so gracious with, and Leslie had put in there in regards to arms and stomach and calves and all that. So just take the time for you. It's a matter of taking time for ourselves sometimes, isn't it? To like do the pictures, to do the measuring, to do those things. Just do it with no regrets at all. The name of the Facebook group is called Burn Baby Burn, because we are burning calories, we are burning fat. And those of you that know Carrie Dickey, that actually was her big thing at the very beginning. And actually Shauna Loggy was so great and had that as one of the recommendations as well. So super, super great. So we can start adding you tonight. So get back to the person that invited you and say, add me, get with your leaders. It's just going to be like anything else. For those of you that are with LifeVantage, just let your profile and up leader know I am in, I want to get in, and they will get you approved and in there. Product has not arrived yet for your customers. That's totally fine. If you haven't ordered your product yet, if your customers don't have their product yet, that's okay. You'll get it in 3 to 5 days when the shipping comes in, and then just get started then. Anything else? Like I said, yes, this is recorded to share. We're a few minutes over, so I want to respect everybody's time, and we will just continue this conversation in the Facebook group, you guys. But I just want to say I am excited. Are you guys excited to go into the holidays knowing that there is an answer, knowing that we are going to get muscle, we're going to have healthy times? You guys, up your water intake. Take these activators, get activated, like Sveta said, in all the other ways as well. Watch your sleep, celebrate each other in the page. If you're noticing certain things, if you're noticing your cravings, if you're noticing your sleep, if you're noticing things, share it. We want to just be a part of the journey. And sometimes we don't look at things if we don't hear it from somebody else, like, oh, yeah, I don't have that, chocolate craving anymore. I don't have this. That's interesting. Somebody else is having that. Oh my goodness, that's interesting. So, all right. Like I said, I want to respect your guys' time. We'll get over to the Facebook group. Thank you for showing up here tonight. And we are here for you for the whole journey, 16 weeks, right? Okay. So it's just going to be going. We're going to be doing, take it every day, and we're going to commit and we're going to have a good time and have an incredible community that is here to support all along the way. All right. Bless you all. Thank you. And again, we'll continue this. Keep asking questions in that Facebook group and send them over to your leaders and to all of us, and we'll make sure that you are taken care of. Okay. All right. Love you. And we'll get you over there tonight. Okay. Good night, everybody.